Welcome to Crafting with Recreation. My name is Miss Ashley, and today I have my friend Jaden with me today. And we are doing a special Halloween edition where we are making a quick Halloween costume. Today, all we're going to need is a cardboard box, some plastic bowls, spray paint, packaging tape, a marker or pencil, a hot glue gun, and some glue sticks, and a large round dish or bowl. So the first thing we need to do is we need to spray paint our bowls and our cardboard with our spray paint, and I will be right back once I have that done. I will see you guys in just a moment. All right, so now that we have all of our bowls spray painted along with our box, we're going to start assembling our costume. So the first thing we want to do is we want to actually hot glue our bowls to our box, and those are going to create kind of the nubbies that would be on your Lego. So most Legos have 6, so we're going to kind of arrange those in a nice grid pattern. And I always like to lay everything out before I hot glue it down, just so they're right where I want them to be. And when I hot glue, I just do it in nice bead right around the edge of the bowl. And when you get that bead on there and you set them down, you just want to give them a nice press. So one thing, if you are doing this without your parent, you want to make sure, first of all, you have your parent's permission to, first of all, use spray paint. Spray paint, you always want to use a mask while you're doing it, and you always want to do it outside or in a well-ventilated area, someplace like a garage. You never want to do it inside or in your bedroom or with the windows closed. It is not something that you want to be breathing in. Additionally, when using hot glue guns, you want to make sure that you either have your parent with you or your parent is nearby, because they get very hot and they can burn you, and it is not a very fun feeling. So when you get those glued on, hot glue dries very, very fast. As you can see, those are nice and stuck on. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to pop open our box. We're going to find where our top is going to be, and our top is actually going to be like this. We're going to fold down those edges. And one thing I did forget to mention that we do need is a box cutter. So this is a very good project to do with an adult, with a parent, an older sibling, someone that can help you out with a lot of these more dangerous types of tools and things that you need to do. So we're going to cut off the back flap as well as the front flap of the box. And when you're using a box cutter, you always want to cut away from your body. You never want to cut towards yourself. And you want to make sure that your hands and your fingers are nowhere near the blade. See? I'm going to actually put it down so I don't accidentally cut myself. And we don't need those 2 pieces. And the next thing we're going to do is, so we still have these 2 flaps here. This is going to be the top of our costume. And we're going to use our packing tape. What about packing tape? Oh, I won't. And we're gonna, like we would be closing a box, we're gonna tape those flaps closed. And then we're also going to tape along the front and the back seam. And if you can't rip it with your hands, you can go ahead and use the box cutter. But once again, make sure you're very, very careful. You cut away from your body. And it's always better to cut down than it is to cut up. So once you have that done, just like that, you're going to go ahead and use that large circle that you have, along with your marker or your pencil, and you're going to just trace it right in the center. And this is where your head's going to go through. And once again, just very, very carefully, you're going to cut, So move the box as much as you need to. It's easier to move the box than it is to move your body. So move the box and cut along that line. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just want to make sure that you cut a hole big enough for your head to go through. And you're just going to pop that out, just like that. You can go ahead and you can line this with tape so it's a little bit more comfortable, so it doesn't rub against your neck, so it's not sharp. And we are actually almost done with our Lego costume. One more thing we have to do. So we have our front, we have our head hole, and now we just need some armholes. So what I'm going to do real quick, and I'll turn it around once I'm done, is I'm going to cut a couple triangles. Once again, I'm cutting away from my body, and then I'm cutting from up to down. And I'm just going to cut a couple armholes in it. And if these need to be cut bigger, you can cut them bigger. And you can also line these with tape if you need to, just for the comfort of whoever's wearing them. But there you go. That is a super quick, super easy box Lego costume. All of these items could be found at your local craft store, local dollar store, local hardware store. If you're interested in doing any kind of craft classes, any kind of arts classes, we have adult classes, children's classes, family classes available at Cadell Fine Arts. If you're interested in any of those, please feel free to call us at 216-664-4183. Thank you. Bye.